see you looking out your window. I see you looking out your window. What do you see? I wondering what you're thinking. I wondering what you're thinking. What can it be? Well, I know what everybody's probably thinking. Where did you guys go? Did you disappear? Well, been really busy working on our second book, which should be out hopefully the month of January. So in the meantime, we had our first seminar at the Reedsburg Library, where we talked about some of our investigations for the year and how those were incorporated into our first book. So I don't know, how do you think it went, Kim?
I feel it went really well. We met some really nice folks, and they had some interesting stories. So we shared stories back and forth, and it was fun.
And they bought some books.
Gotta buy books.
They didn't buy any dragons, though, because I figure that's probably the wrong avenue for that. So it was fun. So we did have a couple more investigations coming up with that one. There's a haunted woods.
Right next to our house.
Yeah.
Almost.
Of course, that one came up when it's been like 0, 5, and 10 degrees. So we're going to hold off on that one for a little bit. And then, one of the people that you worked with says we should come out and check out a couple of her places also. Was it the farm and the house?
The farm? I don't recall.
Yeah, she goes, well, if he leaves, you could check this out too.
It's a bit, yeah, it'd be the house too, but so probably just the farm.
Yeah. So that sounded interesting. And then from there, we get tied up into the holiday stuff that's going on and ended up having a craft show, actually 2 craft shows. We had one craft show that was the opening weekend of deer hunting, so we got that all set up, and then you got to run that one, and that one turned out pretty good. So, interesting stories on that.
I came across several stories, and a couple of people wanted us to do some investigations there as well. One gal, she said she'll contact me, so I don't know about that one, but told a lot of stories and lots of big eyes when I told them what I've seen. They all keep saying I need to write a book, and I said, I might have to.
There you go. Could be book number 3.
So, we did another craft fair at Webb Park, and I told a bunch of stories on that one. And it was interesting because a couple people said they need us to do an investigation. And the gal called up Darren and said, things have gotten worse, so I really need you to come. So after we're done with the podcast, then we're going to swing over to her place and see what's going on. And I should be able to find out why the spirit is excited. And from what I understand, she said that someone had passed away at her apartment building. So I actually prefer to not know what happened there because they'll tell me what's going on. And maybe I can see what they want and send them on their way, or maybe we'll have to do smudging.
I have to see. I know, at the craft fair, I'm concentrating on, people coming through and, getting items sold and paid for and stuff like that. And then, just watching other things. But I know the first thing that jumped into her mind was the crosses. So the crosses are blessed, and we had holy water, and that was, boom, that was kind of like the eye-opening thing for her. And then she just kept talking about the apartment, and you can tell she was worried about something. And so then I got a couple texts, and the big one, apparently had gotten worse in the apartment. The kids were actually scared. So we're going to travel light to just do a preliminary investigation. We'll take our smaller SLS. We've got our ghost radios, the spirit boxes. We've got the REM pods, the earth magnets, and all the fun stuff. So, we'll see if anything's going on, and then, kind of come up with a game plan to, like you said, see if we can talk to it, figure out what's going on, or make it go away.
Right. Well, it'll call me into wherever it's at, and I'll be able to find out what it is because I'm the sensitive. So they're drawn to me, I'm drawn to them, and I'm starting to see again. I'm starting to be able to actually see the spirits again. So it'll be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, and you did mention, to see if she could have the kids somewhere else for the evening. So, you see some of these investigations where there's, 20, 30 people and, I don't know.
It's too much noise. It's too much activity because spirits do not like, and a lot of times they won't even pop out if there's too much noise and too much activity. That's why a lot of times you do the investigations at nighttime because one, it's quote and unquote the bewitching hour. But the ghosts will come out at any time, so don't let them fool you with that. But what they do like is they like it quiet, and it's easier for us to hear and see what's going on if there's not a lot of activity. So if we got our sound equipment on and stuff, we don't want to hear kids fighting in the background or somebody snoring or somebody tooting or coughing or the cats or stuff like that. We don't mind the animals being around because they'll actually stop because they can see the spirits really well too. It's okay, but I mean if you're at an apartment and the dog just barks every time somebody walks by the door, that's not cool either. So we just have to play it by ear and see what's going on and I'll make it better.
Yeah.
I always do.
No canine motion detectors, probably not needed. But yeah, just these calmness. I think of, being out in the woods and trying to get a picture of a bird. If you've got 10 kids running around your feet or 15 people trying to do stuff, the bird's not going to be there. The bird's going to be gone. It's the same thing like something that's going to try to communicate. It's probably going to need some type of a, clear atmosphere or vacuum or a void so it can kind of, get its message across, hopefully. So should be good. So once again, welcome back, everybody. This is the professor, my lovely wife, Kim. So that actually is in about 90 minutes. We've got all the gear charged and packed and ready to go. So I know I got to call my mom real quick, see what's going on for Christmas. And other than that, remember,
it's always an adventure.
Thanks, everyone. See you looking out your window. I see you looking out your window. What do you see? Wondering what you're thinking. Wondering what you're thinking. What can it be?
I love that song.
All right.